So we have these models, as Joe was saying, you can choose between a number of different varieties of them, and they have these different possibilities or different capabilities almost. There really are a vast array of different options, but it really is important to stay practical. If you're interested, if your business is in a specific market or has specific functional requirements, just focus on those. So if we look at some of the common AI applications and functionality, we've got quite a few different ones. We'd start with probably what a lot of people think about when they think of AI. We've got these chat completion services. And that's really excellent for things like multi-turn conversations or just maintaining kind of context. So even being transferred between different departments or online sort of chats. These AI models are really good at being fed context and continuing and completing a conversation. So applications are things like customer support, really providing more real-time assistance by completing conversations with customers, answering common questions, and even helping customers resolve basic issues. So you really allow your customer service department to be much more efficient and allow the AI to do a lot of the heavy lifting with the more basic issues that you may run into. So massive cost-saving opportunities there.
Yeah, exactly. Just to expand on that one, the power behind chat completion is, again, when you're having a conversation with the AI, it almost feels like you're talking to a human. And outside of that, just sort of talking to it, the next step is actually asking it to do things for you. So when you're looking at an AI solution, you're looking at it not just as what the model can do, but what can we connect up to that model to give us extra functionality around that. So let's say you want to have your AI do online ordering for you. So instead of a user having to log onto a website and add things to their cart, they could just say, hey, I want to buy some large socks in this brand. And it'll go, sure, I've added them to your cart for you. Is there anything else you want? And you go, nope, that's it. And it'll go, great, credited your account or whatever the case is. And you can add on that functionality on top of these models. They can be a really powerful layer between services that you want to offer.
You can have different models for different functions. So you have your natural language model that will be interfacing with your customer service, but then you have another specific model that would be able to communicate across APIs. And those two models can talk to each other and perform certain functions. So really, once you've sort of identified what you require from AI, it's really about selecting those models and getting them to talk to each other.
If you don't set up your models correctly, or if they're suboptimal, if you are creating a model that isn't efficient or creating wrong data or just taking a long time, is that something that can obviously drive up costs from a multitude of ways? I don't know if that's something to explain where, you've integrated this, but it's not working optimally and you have no idea because this is how you think it's done, but your cost is 10x of what it should be. And that's one of the things that can happen.
Absolutely. If you don't set up things correctly, if you don't have the right people to implement this, you could have a whole array of issues. Cost is one of them, but it's also incorrect answers or, again, there's some biases that can come through. So there's a lot to it there, but I think to sort of keep it in the scope of what we're talking about today, it's almost, well, what are the main things that you would want the AI to do? And I think just jumping back to the next, so we looked at chat completion. If we look at another function or capability of AI, it's text generation. And if you've ever played with any of the natural language processes, you'll see one of their abilities is amazing generation. So, being able to generate these sort of coherent pieces of text or poetry or creative writing, anything like that, can be amazing for content creation. So let's say whether you want creative or not, you can use the AI to automatically generate articles. So for instance, you've had some customer service conversations, or you've had a request on a new product feature from your customer. That could be almost built out automatically into a fully spec document. So what may have taken a product manager, an hour to write out can be generated in a few seconds. That's a massive sort of power feature. And, this is generating blog posts or product descriptions or, keywords for marketing, helping with SEO. All these kind of text generation opportunities are offered through the AI.